Well, friends, the never-ending attempted cover-up of the Kansas City parade mass shooting seems to be unfolding right before our eyes because they just cannot seem to keep this thing under wraps. 2 more suspects have been charged in the Chiefs parade shooting. The prosecutor announced Dominic M. Miller of Kansas City and Lindell Mays of Raytown have both been charged with second-degree murder, 2 counts of armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. Charging documents say Miller and Mays attended the parade and rally last week armed with firearms. Court records say Mays got in an argument with someone else after the rally. Evidence so far doesn't show any previous contact or prior knowledge between the 2 people. The argument escalated quickly, and Mays allegedly pulled out a handgun almost immediately. Prosecutors say others, including Miller, pulled out guns and started shooting. Now, they're still not wanting to say how many shooters in all were involved. And I kind of understand this to a certain degree because they are still looking for those people. And sometimes investigators do not want people to know all the news that they have and all the information that they have because they want to catch these people. And they figure the element of surprise is better than everybody knowing what they know. So I understand at this point why they're kind of being hush-hush about some of this stuff. Now, prosecutors are saying that one of these men, Miller, was the one that shot and killed the DJ Lisa Lopez Galvin. They claim that both Miller and Mays were injured in the shooting, assuming they were shot, and first responders were the ones that actually took them to the hospital. They're both still in the hospital as of today, and they're being held on a $1 million bond. Now, I've yet to see anybody come out and talk about this, more specifically the mayor. The mayor has been at the head of this cover-up. The mayor is the mayor, once again, the mayor of a blue city with massively high crime, massively high homicide rate, massively high people carrying guns around and shooting at people, massively high confrontational shootings, and gang activity, just like in this case. Now, he's got to be careful because if he doesn't carry the black vote, he can't get reelected. And I found it really ironic and strange how he called out the governor for calling these pieces of crap thugs. Parsons said after the shooting, "We can't let some thugs just take over and ruin what happened." Well, the mayor who's lobbying for those black votes, because if he doesn't get it and doesn't play along to what they want him to do, he's not going to get reelected. He wasn't happy with that. The mayor expressed his disagreement with the governor's choice of words during a local radio show. He told the host, "I have respect for the governor. We get along well. I disagree strongly with how he would describe that situation. I certainly do think this was criminal activity. It was lawlessness. And I think that that's troubling. But thugs is a dog whistle in the most classic sense." He sounds so intelligent. He sounds so smart when he says that. What would you call them? First of all, thugs does not denote black people. It's kind of racist to assume that when somebody uses the word thug, that it's talking about black people. That seems kind of racist to me. I'm not saying that this black guy is racist against black people. What I'm saying is, in his own mind, he's got these bigoted senses in his own mind, these bigoted thoughts. And he's thinking that only black people can be thugs. I know he doesn't think all black people can be thugs, just like nobody else thinks that. But he is thinking, this mayor is thinking, a certain subset of people living in the inner cities are thugs. And when you call them that, it's not fair to do that because he's thinking that. He's literally projecting his own thoughts onto the governor. And the governor's not saying that every black person is a thug. He's saying these people were thugs. And they were. Another dog whistle is when a black mayor who is trying to get reelected and protect the feelings of the criminal element in his own community by deflecting any kind of real blame and any kind of hurtful wording that somehow or another might cost him votes. So a true dog whistle is when somebody like him actually says, "Don't call them thugs." That's its own dog whistle. You can accuse the governor of a dog whistle by using the word, but you are also being accused, at least by me, of your own dog whistle by saying that you can't use the word thugs against these people. Sometimes these people just can't get out of their own way with their own stupidity. One thing I'm grateful for, I'm glad that they at least caught the people who presumably right now they're saying shot this DJ and killed her, because that was the only death so far, and they were they were charging those two juveniles that they still have in custody with being a part of the shooting, but they were not saying that those people were a part of killing this DJ. And they've clearly got either eyewitness or potentially video, because there's a lot of video floating around that confirms that Miller is in fact the one who killed this DJ. And I don't know if that brings any kind of comfort to the family. I mean, what does, right? A senseless murder by thugs in a situation like this that's supposed to be a celebration by everybody of every walk of life, every creed, every color, every race, and then it's ruined by a handful of thugs and idiots that just have turf wars and ego issues.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He's